Alright, here's what we got. Connected up the old kilowatt meter, got AC ready. I tested this one, but it popped the 12 volt fuse. 20 amps popped immediately as soon as I added DC. So I watched some YouTube videos and it looks like people were plugging in the AC first and then adding the DC. So, okay, if that makes a difference, that one just might have a problem. Now I hooked this up to my current limited supply over there, which is, it's a good supply, but it may not be real pure. So once in a while the LEDs would start syncing and other times it wouldn't. So you're going to see me hook this battery up directly and we'll see what happens. So let's see, let's put this bad boy on watts. Plug it in, lock up the ground. I'm not going to let it run a long time if it chooses to run because there's no heatsink on all these parts. So I just want to get it to function in front of all of us here. Let's see, I'll get my current meter ready. This battery's fully charged, it'll handle it. Come on, baby. Okay, so what we'll do, let's see, can we get this through? Jeez, no, maybe not. Alright, well let's make it run first and then I'll worry about current. I have banana jack plugged, but right now I just want to see if I can make it go. Okay, red light is on. And they're not syncing. There's two green. Yeah, they're kind of flickering back and forth. So they're not syncing with the red lights out. Okay, so it's getting a little something's getting a little toasty. No, none of the FETs are. Cap's warm. Oh, wait a second. The cap's warm. The cap's warm. Well, this cap has a bulge on it, and that bothers me. It doesn't show that it's shorted, but it kind of bothers me. So here's what we're going to do. It shouldn't matter if I have 12 volts hooked up or AC hooked up, right? Okay, it's red. It's going to stay red because it's not synced up. Okay, but it's okay. It should work that way. Let's check the current load, current draw, see how much it's pulling when it does all this. Oh God, I can't even tell. 1 or 2/10, maybe nothing. It's, yeah, not very much current draw. So, what I'm going to do is disconnect all of this and then flip it over. And this is an LM317. It takes 12 volts and, well, it takes whatever you want and knocks it down to whatever you want. So I'm going to see what it's actually running. So pin 2, there's 3 pins here. God, I hope you guys can see this. No, it's out of frame. You can't see anything. Okay, so I hope you can see these 3 pins right here. Let's get some. Okay. Alright, so right now I'm going to check to see if that guy's working. Okay, so what I've done is I've shut the lights out because I'm going to try and demonstrate what this thing's doing with these LEDs here. I think maybe you can see them in frame. So I'm going to hook the 12 volts up. The light comes on. The red LED, I mean, comes on, which is what it's supposed to do. Can we see that? Yeah. Okay, so the next step, plug AC in, or do it all together, doesn't matter on a good one. It'll stay for a second and then it'll start trying to hunt. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just sitting there. The far one on this end, the green one, is blinking. Sometimes it's solid, and then it's not doing it sequentially like usually they do, so it's not syncing up. I measured the current draw from the 12 volts, it's 23 milliamps, so it's just not quite turning on. On the voltage regulator underneath, it's about, what, 10.46 volts DC. And I looked up the two resistors for an LM317, and it gets me 977 in calculation, so I don't know what's going on. But what I can tell you is I ran it for a couple minutes and the caps started getting warm. And I find that a bit odd at 23 milliamps that this got warm. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's not quite starting. So that one popped a fuse on the 12 volt side, so it's got some kind of a 12 volt side issue. That's going to take a little bit of work, and then I'll get back and let you know what my results are. This one's functional since I stole the FET out of that one unit, but it's not happy. If I put watts on my meter here, yeah, there's no output. So the grid tie is not grid tying. So since these are my first grid tie inverters ever, I'm not going to dwell on what doesn't work. I'll work on maybe the large one over there. But anyway, maybe some of you guys have seen this happen before and have an idea. Yeah, it's trying, it's just not doing it. The LM317 is, it's not stone cold, but it's not warm at all. Now, okay, and this is at 13 volts, this battery right here, so there should be plenty to turn this on and produce power, so I don't know what's going on. So let me power it down. See if anything's warm. Nope, stone cold. Stone cold everywhere. So alright, as soon as I learn something new, I'll get back to you. Alright. So this is the board that popped the fuse. So what I did was I pulled the cap out, and it was blown. It was actually blown at the bottom. It had damaged a trace, so I had to put some Kynar wire across the trace, put this cap in. I checked it on the current limited supply, and the second time it worked, the second time it did work, the lights, the green LEDs were blinking in sequence. So here's to see. You turn the lights out, because I'm not sure at this distance if you guys can see this. Alright, so here we go. We got hot, and we got really hot. Nope, let's try that again. It's blank. It's just red. Shit, it worked a minute ago, like a charm. Oh, there we go. I think this socket I'm not plugged in tight. Oh. Yeah, something wrong with it. Oh, come on, blink, you guys. No, they're spazzing out like I've seen them do before. Okay, bam. Come on, sync up. Let's go. Maybe it has something to do with this this outlet or something. Alright, well, as John Cameron Swayze used to say, it worked in rehearsal.